as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first of three here on this Thanksgiving Day, set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Goff going to look to throw right away. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time to the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The Lions at 2-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day? 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez. Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Love now on 2nd down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. In motion right goes Reed. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. You look at this Packers defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
In motion, the tight end Reed. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
That was a good run, and he got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 1st and 10, Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On play action, Love to throw. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
10 seconds.
Now Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a minus gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Off the option, that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Luke Musgrave,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a lose? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Love.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs.
31 yards.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves you.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
Blue striker. Ready?
Now Love.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
From the 34-yard line, here's a second down and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 38-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And now Love going to change things up.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
52. Stay.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Watch out now. Safety Fury.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play fake. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 45 yards. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Jamison Williams from 17 yards out. And the Lions are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
this defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks him. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A 2nd down throw for Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike. but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll go with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Love looking to throw it. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
He's got a man, complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Chop, 17. Black Ultra.
Love now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. To throw now. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here's second and 10.
Ready?
Glove.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Second and 10.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll buy some time right. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Here we go, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Let's go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Blue. Blue strike.
Throwing. Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the option, it's Jones.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football to my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones.
And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throw right side going to be complete to DeGuara.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Love going to keep it on the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go